$10 million. That is the amount you would need for the most expensive game bundle ever created. The Dying Light Spotlight Edition includes a custom-made zombie shelter, who needs that? As well as parkour lessons and a trip to Poland to meet the developers of the game. Only one copy was ever made, and the most shocking part is that it was sold to an anonymous buyer. Most of us will never see that much money in our lifetime, let alone spend it on a game. May 17th, 2009 was the day gaming and YouTube got revolutionized forever. Minecraft was released as an alpha. It only had 20,000 players that year, but as of 2023, it is the most sold video game ever with a whopping 230 million copies sold. That is quite the come up. To put that into perspective, the population of the entire United States is 331 million. To make it even more shocking, second place is GTA 5 at only 150 million copies sold. With GTA 6 in the works, it does not look like any game will come near this record anytime soon. After 7 months of non-stop grinding, 9 freezes, 3 errors, a power outage, and restarts, Krups finally did it. He made it to round 10,751 in Call of Duty Zombies. It takes almost 100 hours of gameplay to beat this record as long as nothing goes wrong. He achieved this on World at War in July of 2020, and so far no one has even come close to breaking it. If someone could break that record, it might be Corey Breeden, who set the record for longest single gaming session ever recorded. He played Warzone for an incredible 145 hours, 29 minutes, and 41 seconds. He streamed the entire thing on his Twitch channel and was only allowed 10 minutes for every hour of gameplay. He only slept 11 hours total in the marathon. I think my body would shut down if I ever tried that. Speaking of people who must not sleep, a gamer with the handle of Redemption Denied has the record for highest gamer score in the world with a score of nearly 4 million. He has completed exactly 97,005 achievements, giving him 3,800,000 gamer score as of May 7th, 2023. He has unlocked every single achievement for 3,129 games. That might be more games than I have ever played in my entire lifetime. On the topic of achievement, we have all had those games of Warzone where we drop 20 kills and start celebrating like we won the lottery. Well, on December 11th, 2022, a player named Rallied had the game everyone dreams of when he dropped 42 kills in a solo game of Warzone. Just 4 days after that, the trio's kill record was set by Youngstas, Gangstas, UAVs. They dropped a massive 87 kills combined. Countless people keep trying to break these records, but the amount of skill and luck required has made it near impossible. Have you ever beat a game in 4 minutes? Neither have I, but prolific Mario speedrunner Nifsky managed to complete Super Mario Bros. In 4 minutes, 54 seconds. This was so insane he didn't even realize he did it. He watched it back in his editing software and saw he broke the previous record by only 5 frames. If you still aren't shocked, the fastest the game can possibly be completed by a computer is 4 minutes, 54 seconds, meaning he had a robotic run. I wish I was that good at anything. Some of my best memories were on the Xbox 360. It was also the birth of the most expensive gaming controller ever sold. It was a passion project famous YouTuber Linus Tech Tips. The controller was a one-of-a-kind gold-plated Xbox 360 controller which sold for a whopping $100,000. It was encrusted with 11 carats of diamonds and took over 30 hours to create. That payday was definitely worth the time and effort. Since I mentioned the most expensive controller, I need to mention the most expensive console. It is also covered in gold. Shocking, isn't it? It is the Nintendo Wii Supreme, which sold for $433,000. Under the coat of 2.5 kilograms of 22 karat gold and 78 flawless diamonds decorating its outer shell, there is just a normal Nintendo Wii. Pretty disappointing, I know. I'm sure we all remember our first time playing Dark Souls, nothing like dying to one boss for an hour. Not all of us can be like a player named Distortion 2, who completed Dark Souls 2 in a record-breaking 14 minutes and 20 seconds. He also holds the record for fast completion of Dark Souls 2 by beating all bosses with a record of 2 hours and 1 minute, which he set in 2022. You have two options: buy a house or buy a CSGO skin. Well, one person chose the skin. The Souvenir Dragon Laura AWP is a name every CSGO player knows because it was sold for $433,000. There are only 114 in existence, which is the justification for the jaw-dropping price. I still don't think I would ever spend nearly $500,000 on a skin. I don't know about you, but I love cosplay and cosplayers. It obviously is not cheap to create costumes of your favorite characters, but would you spend $233,000 to become Master Chief from Halo? At a charity auction in 2015, that very thing happened. A replica of the Halo Master Chief suit is the most expensive video game character costume ever. The suit was made by special effects company Legacy Effects, and was an exact replica of the one worn by the Master Chief character in the Halo games series. At least that money went to charity. We cannot talk about video auctions without mentioning that a sealed copy of the original Super Mario 64 game sold for a record-breaking $1.56 million. This is the highest price ever paid for a single video game and shows the growing interest in video game collecting, which leads me to the most expensive video game collection ever. Surprisingly enough, that game is not a part of the most expensive video game collection though. A collector named Antonio Romero Montero collection of over 23,000 games is worth $1.6 million. The collection includes rare and obscure games from around the world, which contributes to the absurd price. Where do people get the money for these things? Maybe they are winning the Dota 2 tournament, the International, which holds the record for the highest prize pool in esports gaming history, with over $40 million awarded in 2021. Okay, probably not, but that prize pool just shows how big video games and esports are in the world today. You cannot talk about absurd prize pools or gaming records without mentioning Fortnite. Although Dota has the biggest team prize pool during the first ever Fortnite World Cup, the record was set for largest solo prize pool ever, $15,287,500. I really need to get good at video games. Halo not only has the record for most expensive costume, but also the youngest pro player. Victor de Leon III, otherwise known as Lil Poison, when he was only 6 years old, he was registered as a professional Halo player already. And by the time he was 7, he got second place in Halo 2 free-for-all tournament with over 500 other contestants. I don't even remember what I was doing at 7, but I know I was not winning any tournament anywhere, especially not against professionals. Anyways guys, that was 17 gaming records that will never be beaten. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.